Hello everyone and welcome back to Lights Up, Lights Down. I'm going to be working on the Supra today and I'm doing refurbishing the seats. A while ago I put in some leather seats because the seats that were in it were starting to get a bit tatty and the electric mechanism on one side I'd damaged anyway. So I managed to get some leather seats which are okay, but I want to refurbish them. So this would apply to any leather seat you've got, whether it be in a Supra or MX-5 or whatever other car you've got. And if I just show you what I've already done the passenger side. Let's flip it around, torch on there. So, I mean, I've never done this before. I'll show you the stuff I'm using in a minute, but I'm pretty pleased with how that seat's come out. Obviously it's a passenger side, so it's in better condition than the driver's side anyway. But still, it's come out really nice with this stuff. So if I show you the driver's side, oh, hang on, just sort the torch out. Right, so driver's side's a little bit more worn. I've got an area to deal with here where there's a tiny little hole, and I haven't done that repair yet. I've never done it before, so we'll see how that goes in a minute. And then we've just got sort of general wear and tear on the seat base. So I'm going to do exactly what I did to the passenger side, which is go over the whole seat. What I'm using, if I just grab it all, stuff called colour block. Now that's the actual colour, so that's just a black dye effectively, and that you just wipe that on. I'll show you how that goes on in a minute. What you have to do beforehand is use a cleaner. Let's just get that in focus. So yeah, you wipe the cleaner on first of all, go over the whole seat, obviously hoover the seat first, go over it with this cloth, and then the scary bit is sanding the seat. You have to actually sand the leather, and then clean it again with that same solvent, and then you apply the actual colour, that stuff, which I'll show you how that was done. But what I need to do first of all, as I say, this is the first time I'm doing this, so hopefully it's going to go alright, is it's all from the same people. So this matting has to be glued into there. You have to kind of push it inside as far as I understand. So I've cut off a small section, small piece, like that. Bigger. Now what I think I probably have to do is there's a glue with it as well. That's the glue. So I think I probably have to get some glue on this, push it into the hole, and then maybe glue it on top. Then I've got the filler that goes on top of that. So if I just try and put this camera somewhere, and we'll see if I can show you how that goes. Bear with me a minute. Okay, I've got the camera positioned as best I can, and microphone's on the bottom of the camera, so I'm hoping you can pick me up okay. That's about the best thing I'm going to be able to do at the moment. If there is noise in the background, it's a Saturday afternoon, and all the guys are in here working on their own cars, so there may be some noise in the background, but I'll try and show you as much as I can and let you hear me as much as you can. So I'm going to try and put some gloves on first. That'd be a good idea. So gloves on. I think what I'm going to try and do is see how this glue soaks into this sort of webbing. And you know what? Looking at the way that is, I think I'll probably need to push that in first, and then kind of soak it in glue afterwards. So I'm going to try that. So I've got a small sort of, well, it's actually a little Allen key, so just going to push it in with that. It's a bit scary. Trying to manoeuvre that about so it's a bit sort of more where I want it to be. seems to have gone in there okay. And then I think I need to snap the top of this off. Yeah, it doesn't want to come out of there. Back in a minute. Just going to cut that off. Okay, turned out I didn't need to cut that off, I just needed to squeeze it harder. So let's get some in there. Okay, it's gone in. It's got a really nice, is that focusing? It's got a really nice nozzle on the end of there. So that gets in some nice, in there quite nicely. I'm just going to leave that for a moment to go off. I've got some filler to go in there as well. Put a bit more in. That's gone in a bit better. So yeah, I'm going to leave that to go off for a while. While that's doing that, I shall work on the I'll work on the back of the seat because sorry, nearly dropped you. Okay, that's a bit better. So I'll work on the back of the seat first, just adjust that a bit. Just showing you how it works. Working on the back first because obviously any dust you're creating up here is falling onto the bottom, so we don't want to do the bottom first. Which is a mistake I made on the other side incidentally. I had to let it all go off before I could work on the top. So first thing, use a cleaner. I've found it's best to work in sort of kind of areas at a time. So the seat's already divided up into areas. So let's start with that section. Now what I'd normally do is, I would go around and clean every piece individually like that, but for the purpose of the video I'll just show you on this area. So now that's been cleaned, it's in this sanding pad. The scary bit you want to make sure you get into all the edges. This is all about trying to get the colour to adhere properly. And then again, clean it with the solvent. Getting right into those seams again. Give that a moment to evaporate. Evaporates pretty quick, this stuff. Now with the colour, you have a foam block that you put that into. This needs a good shake. It's got a ball bearing in it. So lightly apply the small amount of colour to it, coming like that, and literally just go over the area. Like thus. So you can give it as many coats as you think you need. Obviously if you've got more worn areas you can apply more, but trying to keep it sort of as even as possible. Just let that dry and then work on another area. So what I'm going to do while I'm waiting for this glue to go off down here where that repair was, and I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of the back of this seat up, and then I'll come back to you when I start doing the filler in that repair part. Okay, so I'm ready to apply the filler now into the hole. This comes all in from Colour Block, so it's a fluid leather. And again, I've not used this before, so we'll see how it goes. far as I know, you just squeeze it in there. Okay, it seems to have gone in okay. I think I'll just leave that to dry. I might have to give it some more applications in a minute. Let's bring you a bit closer so you can see it. Just turn that around. Okay, so the dye will cover that. That won't stay white, obviously. And then we'll be dealing with all these bits at the same time. So I'll let that go off. In the meantime, I'll have to work on the bottom because I've got a limited amount of time, so I'll work on that and show you how that comes up after it's all been done. Right, I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so you can see the difference there after just 3 coats, and they're not thick coats, just literally just a small amount on that sponge and just wiping it around, but you can see the difference. I mean, it's just night and day, the difference to how it was there. We had a worn through area here, that's all gone. Really quite remarkable really for, you know, sort of 15 minutes of work. That seat base is looking loads better. So next thing I need to do is allow that to dry, sand it all back and do the same to the seat back. I may give the base just one more coat to just to make it a little bit nicer, but it doesn't really need it. So yeah, so I'll show you again once I start dealing with that bit. Right, welcome back. Driver's seat's done now, and if I just show you, flip the camera around and show you what it looks like. So this was the area where I had to fill it in. You saw me doing that earlier on. So that's you have to sort of put that webbing in behind, glue that in, then put this filler in. It's a liquid kind of substance, so you put that in, allow it to dry, and keep building it up until you get the surface level, and then you can flat it back. Now in this case you can see I didn't quite get it level, so I'll revisit that again another time and get that better, but I've run out of time today really. But if you have a look all the way round here where it was all looking very worn, it now looks much better. The whole seat looks way better than it did before, as you can see. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll sort of see how it wears over a period of time, and I'll let you guys know, because otherwise I'm really pleased with it. This car doesn't get much use, so you know, it's probably going to be like 6 months before I can say whether it wears well or not. I've got some other treatments that go on there as well on top of this, which are just like what you'd normally use on a leather seat. So it's a cleaner and then a UV protector and sort of treatment, all done by the same company. Now we've got no association with that company, it's just literally we were at the NEC Classic Car Show on Friday and I saw them there and they were sort of demonstrating what it can do. So, you know, it's the first time I've used it. I'm pretty pleased with how it goes on. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye bye.